this video, we will explore the setup of the TriCaster hardware, including all external audio and video inputs and outputs. Let's start by examining what comes in the box. You get the TriCaster itself, a USB keyboard, a box of accessories, and a quick start guide. In the accessory box, you will find a USB mouse, 6 BNC to RCA adapters, and a power cord. Start by taking everything out of the box. Set it on a table or in the area where you will be running the TriCaster. You'll find the serial number of the unit here. Write this down as you will need it later for registration. Make sure you have room for the keyboard and the mouse in your work area.
Conecta el cable eléctrico aquí y después dentro de un enchufe. La fuente de energía se enciende con este botón. Si el TriCaster no enciende después de oprimir el botón por el frente del sistema, asegúrese que la fuente de energía está encendida.
Make sure the power supply is turned on. The TriCaster requires at least one monitor to use as a main user interface.
Hay 3 conectores en la tarjeta de video y cualquiera de estos se pueden utilizar para la pantalla principal.
The monitor you use must be able to display 1660 by 1080 or better. There's also a second monitor output that can be attached and is very useful but not necessary for running the TriCaster. This second output can be figured as program out, preview out, or the effects row.
Se conecta en cualquiera de los 3 conectores por detrás del sistema. Aunque hay 3 conectores en la tarjeta gráfica, solamente 2 se utilizarán.
Once 2 monitors are connected, leave the third connector unused.
Ahora vamos a conectar el teclado dentro de uno de los puertos USB, al igual que el mouse. El TriCaster se puede conectar a una red utilizando el puerto Gigabit Ethernet, el cual está colocado aquí.
The Ethernet port is how you gain internet access for streaming and web browsing. An internet connection will be handy if you want to register your TriCaster online.
Aquí se encuentran 2 puertos y SATA, donde se permite conectar discos duros externos. Si va a utilizar un disco externo y SATA, apague el TriCaster, conecte el disco y encienda el sistema.
If you try to plug it in after the TriCaster is already running, it will not show up. Some connectors have locking screws and some don't. USB and HDMI connectors can easily be pulled out with a slight tug. Remember to manage your cables during the production and make sure they are out of the way and not run across an area where people will walk and could trip over them. Not only is this a danger as a tripping hazard, but it could also pull the cables out of the TriCaster during a live production. Video comes in many formats and resolutions, and the TriCaster works with most of them right out of the box. Whether you have standard definition gear or high definition equipment, it will connect to the TriCaster quickly and easily, and you can even mix and match formats and resolutions on the way in and out in the same production. You can connect composite video using a single cable, YC video using 2 cables, and component video using 3 cables. You can also convert 2-cable YC video into a standard S video connector using an adapter not included. If using standard definition equipment, you can use any of the 3 formats, but high definition video will only come in through component. The TriCaster features locking BNC connectors for video inputs and outputs, and these are an industry standard. But often, cameras have RCA-style connectors on the cables that come with the camera. In the box, you will find RCA to BNC adapters. These will convert the RCA cables to BNC for connection to the TriCaster. If you need more than what is supplied, they are available from electronics retailers online.
Presione el adaptador dentro del conector y retuérzalo hasta que haga clic. Ahora puede conectar el cable RCA dentro del adaptador.
The TriCaster 40 features 4 video inputs on the front of the machine.
Cada una de las entradas puede ser diferente. Para conectar video compuesto, utilice este conector para la entrada que elija. Para conectar video YC, utilice estos 2 conectores. este para Y y este para C. Para conectar video componente, utilice estos tres conectores colocando el rojo aquí, el verde aquí y el azul aquí para la entrada que usted elija.
Remember, high definition video can only be brought in through a component connection on this TriCaster. There are two video outputs from this TriCaster. Output number 1 is going to match the resolution you set up for the session. When you begin a session in the TriCaster, one of the first things you do is choose a resolution, say 1080i. This will set the output resolution of output 1 to 1080i. The second video output is always standard definition video. You can select the format and the aspect ratio of this output, but it will always be standard definition.
Para las salidas, puede elegir entre los formatos compuesto y YC o componente. Para compuesto y YC puede utilizar uno o dos conectores y para componente utilice los tres. Aquí se encuentran las dos entradas de sonido, una entrada en línea y una de micrófono. La entrada en línea se conecta dentro de este par de jacks RCA. Este puede ser sonido desde un audio player externo o un mezclador. Aquí está un conector de cuarto de pulgada para un micrófono desbalanceado. Estas son las dos salidas de audio. Una es salida de línea estéreo con un par de jacks RCA y la otra es un conector de cuarto de pulgada para audífonos.
Headphones can be worn by the operator to monitor audio during the production. This headphone jack can also be used as a second independent audio output.